How's it going, everybody? This isn't going to be an unboxing or a review, but more so kind of an informational type video in which I received a few questions recently from a few people concerning Planet Earth and which version to get or so, because quite frankly, if you go out onto the internet, you'll notice that there are plenty of versions of Planet Earth out there. And I figure I might as well give you a few hints or just to give you an idea of the differences between said versions, and that way you can make your decision that could be beneficial to your personal needs and maybe to your wallet in some instances. But what we have here. Well, first off, we'll get to this one in a second. But Planet Earth was released back in 2007, and here in the United States, we had two choices. We had between this, the BBC Video Edition of Planet Earth, and we also had the Discovery Channel edition, which I do not own, but the cover is vastly different. It's like a picture of a globe right here, and it has like big Discovery HD at the bottom. So, but the differences between those two, besides the packaging right here, is that both of them do come with 4 discs, and both of them contain the same documentaries. But there were just a few differences, though, in the fact that Discovery Channel's Discovery Channel's documentaries cut 5 to 7 minutes off of each feature, so therefore decreasing the runtime to about 480 minutes compared to the 550 minutes that this version right here, released from BBC, runs at. Plus, the original Discovery Blu-ray also has Sigourney Weaver narrating it, whereas this one is narrated by David Attenborough. But the biggest cardinal sin of all, though, is that the Discovery Channel version of Planet Earth shows it has its footage in 1080i, whereas this one comes in 1080p. Major difference, especially if you're if you're a huge audiophile. But so when it comes between the Discovery Channel or BBC versions, definitely go with the BBC version, as you can see right here. But then you go on the internet, if you dig a little deeper, you'll notice that there's also 2 other versions of Planet Earth out there. And that's when we come to this one. I just managed to grab this off of Amazon UK's website right here. This is the 5 disc edition of Planet Earth, released from BBC Video, which it's pretty much the exact same thing as this version right here, except it includes a 5th disc, and a different packaging, obviously. But we'll open this up right here. See, it has the same discs as the other Planet Earth, but here's where the 5th disc opens up. It isn't a Planet Earth documentary per se, but it's in the same vein, in which it's natural world that covers desert lions and snow leopards. It's a pretty cool feature, if I do say so myself. Personally, I would put it with the life set, though, but it's still pretty nice. But for the completist, I'd say go for the 5 disc edition right here. Oops, put this back up here. Digipacks. But the 5 disc version, compared to the regular BBC release that I just mentioned over here, the 5 disc is 563 minutes compared to the 550 minutes the regular BBC edition is. Now, if you look it up, though, online, you'll also notice that there is also another version of this called the Special Edition of Planet Earth. This one is, I don't have a picture of it per se, but it looks almost just like this, almost, it has this cover, except it's pretty much, well, on steroids. In that it contains, when it comes to features, it's pretty much loaded. It contains the Planet Earth Diaries, the Great Planet Earth Movements, 3 natural world documentaries, the snow leopards and desert lions found in this version, along with the Secrets of the Maya underworld, some audio commentaries, music-only episode play, which I think is pretty cool, and a booklet. So your first thought would be thinking, it's like, oh, that's the version to grab. Plus, also, it contains 1080p. It's pretty much this, except with a few more features. Except it's on 50 gig Blu-ray discs and etc. But there is a problem, though. The special edition is region free, just like the BBC edition that I grabbed from Amazon.uk. But there's a problem, though, in that it was encoded in a special, the British's version of PAL, which is a 1080i 50. it means that it was encoded in a different frame rate from the normal 1080p Blu-rays because of European broadcast standards, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because of European broadcast standards. And it was filmed digitally, but the only problem, though, is that while under this video encode, most US players, including PS3s, cannot handle 1080i 50 content. So you may want to double check to see if your player contact your electronics company or whatever to see if your player can actually support that type of release. Not a lot of them can, but see if they can support that release. And then if you have the system capabilities to do so, grab that release, seeing it as the majority of the features and it includes everything. So, but the one thing though, but everything is included. That is a complete rundown. The only problem though is that out of all the Blu-rays that I mentioned, the DVD does have one benefit over all the Blu-rays, in that the original BBC DVD of Planet Earth contains a Planet Earth: The Future 3-part doc, which unfortunately was left off of all the Blu-ray releases, including Discovery and all that for that matter. So each version has its benefits. Each version is more complete than the rest. But when it comes to your wallet, though, per se, I'd personally go for, because Planet Earth right here, the BBC version that contains the 4-disc and the regular Blu-ray case, I've yet to see it drop below 30, but for this BBC DVD, this 5-disc set of Planet Earth, it is currently going for, I believe, €11 on Amazon.com UK, which translates to roughly about $24, 24 American dollars. So, but it's the lowest that Planet Earth has ever been within the United States that's not used. And plus you get a 5th disc added along with it. Plus it guarantees it'll play on your system. I'd say go for the Planet Earth 5-disc set. So we'll get everything back into the picture here, but hopefully this helps out. If you have any more questions, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Send me a message if you want, and honestly, if you have a question or so concerning a certain Blu-ray movie or certain features or anything, I might actually just make a video about it, just like this. So, you guys take care, stay classy, and I will see you guys in a few weeks with one set that I've been waiting for if you look at my past videos. So, take care, guys. See ya.